It's 5:30. Every morning starts with the same fight. It's not what to wear. It's not what to eat. It's not what workout I'm doing. It's whether to get up or stay asleep. The version of me that hit snooze on this for 3 years is still in bed. He's tired. He's not wrong. And every morning at 5:30, I have to leave him there. Because he's not the man building any of this. That's the whole discipline. Everything after is just following through. I'm 36. I've spent 17 years in the financial industry. I'm a husband, father of 2, and man of faith. Last Sunday, I said that most productivity advice assumes free time that you don't have. And I told you that if I were rebuilding a life inside an already full one, the morning is where I'd start. This is that morning. A 9 to 5 still pays the mortgage. A YouTube channel still gets built at night. And this, what you're about to see, is what holds it all together. Now, if you're in the same boat, stay with me. I'm going to walk you through the 3 things that make my routine survive an already full life. Not because they look good on camera, but because if any one of them slips, the whole day slips with it. For a long time, I thought the morning was about the hustle. Win the morning, win the day. Get up earlier than everyone else, stack the protocol. I tried that version. It broke me. What I learned the hard way is that the morning isn't about hustle. It's about ownership. There's only one block of the day that hasn't been claimed by somebody else yet. My employer hasn't asked for it. My daughters haven't asked for it. Even my wife hasn't asked for it. For a man with the kind of life that I've built, a job, a marriage, 2 young girls, a mortgage I'm trying to pay off before I turn 40, a channel that I'm building from the ground up, that block is the only place that a life of my own can live. If I lose the morning, I lose the day. And if I lose enough days in a row, I lose the version of the man I'm trying to become. So the morning isn't just a routine. It's a position that I refuse to give up. Here's the first thing that I had to learn. The morning doesn't start at 5:30. It starts the night before. If you've watched any of my past videos on this channel, you know that my second shift starts after the girls are put to bed. Channel work, writing, filming, editing. But before I shut down and go to sleep, I make the decisions. Not the actions, the decisions. You see, every morning has a small set of forks in it. What to wear, what to eat, what exercises to do, when to start. Each one is small on its own, but together they add up to about 15 minutes of standing in a dark kitchen at 5:30 trying to decide what happens next. That's the trap. It's not the workout that beats you in the morning. It's the thinking. It's the friction of 100 small choices when you already didn't want to be up. So I clear the path the night before. I decide what I'm wearing and I lay it out. Same spot every night. I decide the type of workout, the muscle groups, the sets, the reps. I decide if I'm doing cardio, so I'm not standing on the treadmill wondering. I decide what the meal is going to be after, so I'm not staring into the fridge. I set up the environment so that the man walking down the stairs at 5:30 doesn't have a single problem to solve. He just has to move. Every obstacle I take out the night before is one less exit ramp the morning can offer. That's it. A series of small decisions made the night before so that the man waking up at 5:30 has none left to make. I used to think that this was overkill. It isn't. The version of me at 5:30 in the morning is sleepy, tired, and an inch away from going back to bed. He cannot be trusted with decisions, so I don't give him any. The man before bed makes the choices. The man before dawn just executes them. The second thing is committing to the block itself. From 5:30 to 7:30, the day belongs to me. I head straight downstairs, grab a glass of water with electrolytes, and I'm on the treadmill for some fasted cardio. At 6, I make myself a coffee and head straight into my strength workout. Once that's done, the smoothie goes into the blender, and then, this part is non-negotiable for me, I take that smoothie outside. Bare feet, on the ground, face towards the sun, no phone in hand. I started doing this a few years ago because I'd read enough about the benefits to think that it might be worth trying. Truthfully though, I stayed with it because it was the first part of my morning that didn't feel like I was just executing a checklist. It feels like the day actually starts outside, on my own terms, before it becomes consumed by a screen. By 7, I'm back in the house, showering and dressing for the day. That block, those 2 hours, is the only part of the day where I'm not being asked for anything. It's the only part of the day where I'm the only one in the conversation. If I do nothing else right for the rest of the day, at least I had that. The third thing is closing the morning on my own terms. By 7:30, I'm in the kitchen cooking breakfast. The girls are waking up, the house starts moving. For the next hour and a half, that time belongs to my family. Helping the girls get ready for the day, packing the daycare bag, the shoes that never want to go on the right feet, the kiss at the door before I drop them off. I don't track any of that. I don't optimize it. That time exists exactly so that I don't have to. But here's the part that I do want to talk about, because this is where the morning actually ends. 9 a.m. I'm at my desk. I open up my journal. I'll read a motivational quote, usually a note that I've written from whichever book that I'm currently reading. Then I'll write the 3 things that I want to accomplish today. Not 10, 3. The ones that, if nothing else gets done, the day was still a win. And then I read one short Bible verse. That's the last word of the morning. Before the emails, before the calls, before the meetings, one verse every day to keep me grounded. Then the workday begins and the morning is over. But here's the part that nobody talks about in a morning routine video. The morning is not the point. The morning exists so that the rest of the day has a chance. The 9 to 5 still happens, 8 hours of it. The desk work, the meetings, the pacing on calls, the driving. Then the girls come home and the evening belongs to them. By 8, they're asleep. The house quiets down. By 9, the basement lights go back on and I'm at the desk again, working on this. None of that works without the first 2 hours. If I missed the morning, I'd be reactive by 10, tired by noon, short with my family by 5, useless at the channel by 9. The morning isn't the win. It's what makes everything else winnable. I want to close with something honest. The second shift in the basement goes late, sometimes till midnight. It's not ideal for sleep. It's not ideal for recovery. I know what the optimization people would say. They'd be right. But it's the only honest answer I have. There is no other time in the day. I have a job that pays the mortgage, a wife that I refuse to shortchange. I have 2 daughters who get the version of me that comes out from behind the desk. The hours I have left are the hours after they go to bed. So the channel gets built at night, the morning sets the foundation, and the middle of the day is the work that pays for the life. That's the routine. If any of this sounds familiar, if you're building something on the edges of an already full life, the morning is where I'd start. Not because it's magic, because it's the only piece of the day that no one else is asking for. If you haven't seen the video about why I'm building this in front of my kids, that's the one to watch next. It's up on screen right now. I'm rebuilding out loud every week. Discipline, wealth, legacy. I'll see you in the next one.